Hey guys. Okay. Ready to finish this? I sure am. So I'm trying this boss rush again. Okay. See if we can fight Gear Guy with a little more health to work with and a powered up whip. Whoa, damn it. Didn't get to hold on to that quite as long as I would have liked. You can get a little erratic sometimes, though. That takes care of you. Yeah, give me the food. I have a feeling I'll be needing it. Okay, bat bastard again. Okay, that didn't go nearly as bad as it usually does. I think I can force him into his second and third phases before he can start chucking rocks at me. This will work out pretty well. And now the rock golem. Probably the easiest one, just a little bit tedious because we have to break down his torso before we can get his head down far enough within whipping range. And I kinda don't want to mess up now. Take any stupid hits. So I'm playing a little defensively with this guy. There we go. One more of those little fireballs. And you're out of cards. Now we fight Death himself. I do not know how to dodge that thing. It just comes down and swoops right at you. It's got that move they had in Castlevania 4. Alright, got him. Yeah, at least he dies in relatively few hits. Then we got another stairway. And there we finally fight Elizabeth Bartley. Or not, she summons Medusa. Fortunately, it's got a It's got a fairly easy pattern. These beam attacks it does, you can dodge. You just crouch in front of it, and then it does that tail whip. And then lunges at you a few times. That's the best place to get as it gets. Okay, now we fight Elizabeth Barley. And this is not a difficult boss fight, but just really boring and tedious. You know, we didn't actually take damage off of her until we, okay, she summons those orbs. Then she teleports either to the left or the right side and shoots those fireballs. We have to whip her before she teleports away. Otherwise you're going to get punished by the orbs. And if you whip her for every orb that's out, that's when you finally get to damage her. Like I said, not a difficult fight, just really tedious. Drags on till it feels like forever. Alright, last one. There we go. Okay. And for the last leg of the castle, we got Simon's theme from Castlevania 4. Now we finally fight Dracula. And he's no slouch either. He's got a bit of a pattern to keep. When he teleports in, he'll do one of three different things with his fireballs. He'll do the standard three fireballs. He does that weird thing, and then he'll shoot 2 fireballs down at the ground. There's a pattern as to the order which he does them, I believe. It's not always easy to get him though. See, for 2 of the 3, you can just jump at him when he's about to attack, and I can usually hit him before he can shoot them. But your timing has to be really good with it. Damn it, why'd you whip up? Not a good start. Yeah, if you know that attack's coming, you can just crouch right in front of them. It'll go right over you. Otherwise, I couldn't get much of a system nailed down as to avoiding all this crap. Like I said, I try to jump at him as soon as he raises his hand. Like I said, unless I know that attack is coming. Okay, it comes in, he raises his hand, I try to jump at him and whip, but it doesn't always work. Okay, and as usual, he's got more than one form. The second form's a little kind of... don't know what to make of this. He gets a lot smaller, he turns into... looks more like Death than Dracula. The main thing I have... this form, the main attack I have to worry about is when it just charges at you. But we're still not done. Yeah, he's got 3 forms in this game. And he turns into a crotch demon. That's great. So his first phase, he shoots these sickles out. You just crouch down in the right place, and you can avoid those without too much trouble. Okay, he turns red, he goes into his second phase, he shoots fire. That's a little harder to avoid. And yeah. Give me just a moment, folks. Okay, one more try against Crotch Demon here. I'm not sure what to think of this music for the final boss fight against Dracula. I'm not sure this music really fits. I got a good rhythm going here. Jump over the fire. Whip up. Jump. Okay. That was third and final phase. He just jumps around and throws bones everywhere. Sometimes he's merciful with it, sometimes those bones are extremely hard to dodge. Yes! Finally! The morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. Kind of looks like we're on like a floating island up in the sky or something, or is that just a very turbulent ocean? Well, that was a very abrupt ending. Oh well. You know, some people complain about endings for games being underwhelming, but for me it's more about the journey than the destination. So this was Castlevania Bloodlines. It was a much harder game than I remember it. I know I never actually beat the game previously until doing it for this LP, so maybe that's the reason why it felt extremely difficult, or I don't know. Otherwise, I know the fact that it has limited continues is a bit of a dick move, but at least it's merciful in that it still just puts you back at the checkpoints there. So I guess it's not too bad a trade-off. Still, I think I might rather have unlimited continues. But probably my favorite part about this game is that this game is the prelude for one of, if not my favorite Castlevania game, Portrait of Ruin. I don't know if I'll ever get to that game, but we'll have to see if I ever find a way to record DS games. Yeah, try expert mode. This is probably Konami's usual thing. That they did a lot in this era. You had to beat the game on the highest difficulty in order to get the most satisfying ending, but I don't think so. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.
I'm playing a game.